Hello. Hello.
What's going on?
We haven't been here in a while. We know that you missed us.
That's right. Welcome to Birds and Bases. We're back again.
Here we are.
There's a Phillies backdrop on hers.
Thanks to my cousins, Anthony and Ashley.
Yep.
Yeah, so a lot has happened since we've been on. We went to the Eagles game here in Tampa, which was so much fun.
Yep.
We took Mason for the first time. There was more Eagles fans than there were Bucks fans. That was pretty interesting. So it felt like a home game. And me and Mason got to be right where the tunnel was, which was amazing. So we got to see them come in and out from practicing and then go for the game. So that was so cool.
Yep. I was yelling at the cameraman the whole time.
Yes, because you were getting upset quite a few times there, my friend.
Well, the camera crew at the game was just terrible. Terrible. Couldn't even see the play.
Yeah. So that was a recap of that. And now we're in game 4 tonight.
For what?
For the Phillies.
So you're jumping from one sport to the other. You gotta give like a preface.
I'm giving highlights here, you know.
So highlights. Obviously, we're in the series with the Braves right now. We're up 2-1. We can clinch tonight if we win. We have Rangers on the mound. So he's going against Strider.
It's going to be super loud.
It's going to be super loud. And, you know, I'm going to talk about how superstitious I am. I don't like to talk about the games when they're on. I don't like to do that. We were at baseball practice last night, and they all kept telling me, "Are you watching the game?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not watching it. I check it once in a while." So.
Hi, Miriam.
What's going on?
She's our number 1 fan. Thanks for watching us.
So yeah, a little superstitious about the games and stuff like that. I've always been that way. Even when I play baseball, I'm very superstitious. I think the ball doesn't lie. You have to respect the baseball gods and a bunch of other stuff. But it's too long of a conversation to go down. So Heather knows how crazy I am when it comes to baseball and things that I like to have set up, the way I do things.
Clean cleats before the games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I like to control as many variables as I can. So if I deviate from those variables and a bad outcome comes of those, then I like to go back to what I know best to have a more structured and desired outcome. So that's just the way I am. That's the way my brain works.
Yes.
So why add stuff and why add crap to be controlled? Yeah, so. Oh, okay.
What? Are we really fans? Oh, here he is. Pedro Israel.
What's going on, Pedro?
How about those Marlins?
Yeah, I mean, how are they doing in the playoffs, Pedro?
Oh man.
Thanks for coming on and leaving a comment, though. I appreciate it. And thank you for JT, of course, one of the best catchers in the game. He plays, so like back to what I was saying about being superstitious and like respecting the game, like stuff like that. JT is like he's a baseball player through and through. He's an old school type of player, very respectful to the game. He doesn't celebrate a lot. He doesn't do a lot of that hula, look at me type stuff. So I like the way he plays. I like the way he carries himself. So he's one of the people that I like watching because he's not like new school type of people. Where everything's on social media. I got to put on a show for the people type of thing. Now, granted, there's times for that, and I think in this day and age, you kind of have to be like that. But yeah, no, I honestly thought the Marlins will. I did believe that they were a playoff team for sure. Um, and I did think that we would end up facing them more. Obviously the Brewers didn't get them, and maybe if we did get Arizona in the first round, you never know what would have happened. But yeah. So Phillies are good. Moving on to the NLCS. We'll see.
We'll
We face
see. We're playing.
Strider tonight. Strider's obviously Cy Young candidate. Probably will get it this year. One of the best there is. But coming into the bank, we know what happens when and been seeing that clip go around of
Strider said
Strider
about
saying that they should get rid of the fans. Like get
he
rid of
he
get
just
rid of
opened up
the
a
fan.
can of worms to Philly, honey.
Get rid of the fans. The fans aren't needed. The fans pay your paycheck, buddy. Like your Brave fans, they pay to watch you. They help pay for your salary. That's how these people make tons and tons of money. So saying that they don't need fans in this, that's stupid to say. You know, I don't agree with that. So yeah, Arizona is playing well. Corbin, that rookie out there, he's doing great. I said it to you beforehand. I said the guy with the long hair, remember, on
Yeah.
Arizona, he's good. And we get to see our old friend Evan Longoria back if we do end up moving on tonight to play against him. So it's been 15 years um, that he's been to up to playoffs.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
It's the last time he was with the Rays, so that was a long
What a
time ago.
shame the Rays, huh? To
Yeah,
come that far to,
yeah. I talked about that with Jason.
yeah. Oh, hey, Millie.
What's going on?
So, yeah, that's about the baseball.
Yeah, well,
Did you
I
have
mean,
any? Did you have any remarks about what happened last night?
when you like, I love that they're doing on social media right now the clips with the announcers edited out, and you can hear the crowd. Did you see that clip of when Harper hit that first home run in
Oh
Upper Deck?
yeah,
It was like gives me chills with the Liberty Bell going ding in the background. This The loudness of that stadium is unmatched. I am sorry, there you can't go in there and not be a sports fan. I'm seeing comments of people who have hated the Phillies growing up. Now that they're seeing how diehard the Philly fans are, and I'm not saying we're the best fans in the world. There's New York is obviously they've had great fans and other places and stuff like that, but to see people that are rooting for the Phillies because they see how dedicated and how awesome it is to play in Philly and watch games in Philly is awesome to me. So we're earning fans that normally wouldn't be fans. So yeah, it's just amazing to see. Um, so we'll see what happens. I did make some Philly shirts,
we have some merch, folks. So if you
so
want to
I
get
will share
some
my screen.
merch,
If you guys want some cool shirts, I made some cool shirts to show you guys. Can you see that?
yeah, I see it.
So we have some Birds and Bases shirts. So obviously, because Arcia tried to antagonize Harper. This has been headlines over the past 24 hours. He said, "Attaboy Harper" when he got doubled up in Atlanta. So I made a shirt. That's him stepping on second and looking back at Arcia. So if you guys want a shirt, there's shirts are in there. I'll drop the link in the description if you want to buy a shirt. So help support the channel. There was that one, and then the Himothy, because of the him statements about he is him, he is him. This was one of the funny sayings that came out of last night too. It's Himothy Harper, so he is him type thing. So cool shirt design if you guys want to help support the channel. And then I did like a generic birds and bases one. Heather doesn't like this one. I'm going to make a more girly one for the women if you guys want one like that.
Yeah.
So, but there's
let me ask you, what did you think about when they did that press conference with him after the game last night, saying how's he feel about that coming out and him not like owning what he said, kind of like being like a coward about how should this stay in
Arcia?
the locker room? Yeah.
Well, I think stuff that is said in the clubhouse that is not supposed to be for reporters shouldn't be reported on. So I do agree with people saying that. Like if he's talking to his teammates and a reporter overhears him saying it in the background, they shouldn't be able to report on that. That's clubhouse talk. That shouldn't be reported on. But if it does get brought to light, you should own it. For sure.
Back it.
He did. After the game, he said he did say it. So
no, but I don't think you saw what I'm talking about. So when he was in the locker room and the reporter was talking to him like the media does their interviews, they were saying about like, how do you feel about that? And instead of him just owning that he said it and like it happened, he was like, it should have just never been outside the clubhouse. Like,
no, I know. That's what I'm saying. I do agree with him on that. But after the fact, you should just own it and just be done with it. Because now it's been made a thing. So now, look what happened type thing. So
yeah.
We do have a comment from Troy about the Eagles, so I had to put this on the screen.
Are we going into the Eagles now?
Not yet, but we'll bring that back up.
We'll bring that conversation up shortly, Pedro.
So hopefully Ranger can hang in there. He did pitch good last time against them. We have Kirk Ring in the bullpen. We have, everybody's on deck, I feel.
Oh yeah, Rob's gonna use all of his weapons, even if
to come in the game.
So. Yeah, for sure.
Castellanos had 2 home runs last night. Marshy hit a home run.
That was home run. Like, that game was so amazing.
6 home runs last night. So.
Do you like how when they were interviewing Harper, they're like, "Do you know that you got like the most home runs in a postseason?" And he's like, "I don't care about that. I just care about winning."
Yeah.
I just died.
Champion mentality right there.
I just love that guy. He is like not from Philly, but man, does he have that Philly mentality?
Yep. Nope. He's the champion. Champion's mentality. They won a ring. So. Alvarado's a beast. Yep. Yeah. When he's
Alvarado is one of my favorite pitchers, but since he got hurt, he is not the same. Yes, it is true, because he could be super good. Like, he used to come out there and you knew that was it. And the last few times he's been pitching, he's not the same. You cannot say that he is exactly the same.
Since the playoffs, he's been that guy.
Yes.
Since the playoffs, he's been that guy.
He continues to be like that. But when he came in, a few times he'll be on point, and then sometimes he's not. But when he used to come on and you saw him, it was like.
Heather, you got to remember he went through an injury. He was coming back from an injury.
No, I know, but I'm just hoping.
Yeah. So yeah, we think he's a beast too, for sure. Do
you know who I think is really, really good? Is the guy that the dad always cries when he pitches. What's his name?
Kirkerin.
I think he's really good.
Rookie.
I think he's going to come a real long way.
Yeah, he was one of the best pitchers in AAA.
He's really good.
Yeah, he played for the Threshers for a while, and then he moved up. That's why Rob was excited to have him in the staff because, yeah, I think he's a really good pitcher for sure. That's whatever his breaking stuff is nasty. I mean, it moves a feet. So
Yeah.
definitely like him. Yeah, we definitely need to feed him more rice and beans. He's a big boy too. So yeah, he looks like he needs more for sure. So yeah, well, I don't want to. I think that's pretty much it for the Phillies moving into this. If you guys have any questions, comments, drop them in the chat. Comment on stuff. We'll talk about it in a later Virgin Bases episode. But we'll move on to Eagle stuff.
Let's talk about those birds, baby.
Talk about the Birds. We're 5-0.
5-0. 5-0.
It hasn't been pretty.
Now, let me say something before you go into a rant here.
Okay.
So, the thing, die hard. But the thing that I'm a little bit worried about, or is this just, we're 5-0, we're winning, but we look like not good. We're not playing our best ball. Do you agree?
Well, I mean, last game we probably played our most complete game. So against the Rams, we
The best
showed
out
up.
of the fight. Yeah.
So
But
it's
still, I
in
don't think that
a
we still have
progression.
played our best ball yet.
You got to get. You've got two new offensive, offensive coordinator and a defensive. We got two new coordinators, so we got to get used to how they are coaching the progress of a game, how they're calling the game, the tempo. What do you think they're going to call in situations? So Jalen's got to get used to that. The offensive line's got to get used to that. The defensive line's got to get used to that. All of our players got to get used to that. And with the injuries that we've had to kind of patchwork schemes, plays and stuff like that. So I think they're doing great for the circumstances that they've had. Swift has been a
Oh my
tremendous
God.
back
Amazing.
in the backfield. He's just so dynamic.
I love that he's from Philly too. So you know,
Yeah, he definitely
that
is
was
a
amazing.
Eagle.
The first home game.
Yep. So I mean I think he's like one of the like aesthetically with the visor number 0, the way he just like his helmet, he looks badass. So definitely look forward to seeing him run up and down the field a little bit more. Goddard just had a breakout game this past weekend.
Finally, Jalen threw him the ball. My God,
Yeah.
my poor boy. He's been.
Then that just goes back to getting used to the play calling, the schemes that they're seeing.
Do you think it's the play calling, or is he just trying to throw the ball to his best friend too much? To
No,
be honest with you,
no, it's the
that's a
play
lot
calling.
of.
They're getting used to it. And you have to remember that they were down a couple players, injuries. So we just have to maintain course.
Oh, did you see Cox was practicing this
Yep.
week? So that's
Yep.
good.
Jalen Carter's on the injury report. Yeah. So we'll take our victory lap now because the Dolphins are coming back. I honestly think that the Jets aren't going to be easy either. They played the Chiefs really well last week. So
They did do good. Like I thought the Jets should have won that game though too.
yeah,
To be honest,
so
they did really good.
our friend Theo is a Jets fan, so he said
Yeah,
he's not
shout out to
talking.
Theo.
So we'll
Shout out
talk.
to Cody. Shout out to Tim.
Oh Jesus.
All the Jets. I see you. I hear you.
Yeah, so we play the Jets this week. We'll just talk about this week. Dolphins next week. We'll see who's healthy. We'll see. We'll talk about that next week when we get to there. But
Yeah.
Pedro, definitely looking forward to that game.
Pedro, are you coming on live for the Dolphins recap?
He said Carter's a monster. I'm afraid he's going to hurt Tua. We'll see. I think Sweat on the edge too, and then we obviously have Reddick that's starting to heat up on the edge too. He had 3 sacks last
Reddick
week.
is finally back. Let's talk about that.
Well, I mean, if they have to
Go ahead.
double team Carter in the middle, it's going to free up someone on the edge for sure. So Carter is out. I saw that he came up on the injury report. I'm not, don't hold me to that.
I don't think he's going to be out. I think he's just questionable, but he's going to be fine.
How people jump in and out of those injury things, just if there's something they did not practice or they have something going on or something like that. So we'll see. Like time comes. I'm hoping Fletcher's back, so we'll see. But yeah, I think the Annette's here.
Oh, hello, Leonette. Shout out to my staff girls for showing up. Thank you.
Let's see. Troy said Jets defense is good. They're going to create a blueprint. Yeah, I mean, they look at what they did with the Chiefs last week. They did a good
Let
job.
me ask you a question about that game. So, do you think?
What?
Answer me.
We're wearing Kelly Green this weekend too, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's our first Kelly Green
You
game.
think that the NFL is rigged?
What, for the Chiefs?
Yes.
There was a couple calls there that were very, very questionable. Very questionable.
So what do you feel about that? What do you think about that?
It's never rigged. There has to be such a circumstance where they have to a series of events have to go perfectly for that play to happen or that call to be made. I feel like some of the calls, questionable. They're all always questionable, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there were two calls in that game where I was like, wow.
Ridiculous.
That Mahomes run when he ran down the middle for like 20 yards, that was definitely a penalty. They didn't call it. So I don't think it's rigged. I just think that.
But the Chiefs never get
That's not true.
Tell me something. Tell me this season what you saw.
Not true. Pre-Christmas party. Let's go. Where's your Christmas party at this year?
It's on that cruise thing in Tampa.
Oh yeah. That'd be cool.
I forget what it's called. Something crew. There's a DJ on and stuff.
I'm gonna dress as the elf.
You're not.
I'm joking.
So.
We have another special guest here.
Oh, hello, Busty.
She's a Jets fan, isn't she?
No, she is not a Jets fan. She roots for the Buccaneers because Jordan likes the Buccaneers.
I know.
Hello, my special guest. Welcome.
If anybody ever wants to join the show, just let us know. I'll drop a link in there, and you guys can jump on the show.
Yeah, anyone want to come in and talk?
Yep.
About your team? Doesn't matter.
Yes.
Be here.
She's all hyped in the comment section.
Let's go, Philly. That's right. They're coming on here shortly.
Yep.
Go Birds, baby. Go Birds. Didn't Cody tell you he wanted to?
Yeah, Cody wanted to be on tonight, so I don't know. I forgot to invite him. So.
Well, I'm excited to see what happens tonight, what happens this weekend.
Yeah. Yep. Cody did text me, though. He texted me earlier this week. I told him I was going to have him as a guest.
Yeah, tell Cody he could be on the next week because we could recap the Jets game.
Yeah, win or lose, I'll definitely have him on. I'm not a sore loser. So we'll talk about the game.
So you think we're going to lose?
Cody, if you're watching, you're on next week. All right, buddy?
Get ready. Get ready for your screen.
And how about this? Whoever loses has to wear the other person's jersey on the episode. I have an Eagles jersey he can wear.
Hold on.
He's got a Jets jersey. I know Tim does.
Yeah. Totally.
Let's play some fantasy football. We get thrown overboard. All right, that sounds like a deal.
Listen, that ain't right.
Well, we won't know that, though. We won't know that by then.
First of all, it's only going to be week 6. Number 2 is that fantasy football that we're on with you, my friend.
It won't be week 6 when we're on the boat, though.
It's totally rigged. I have the worst team ever on there. Troy wants to be live for Dolphins. And
you got it, Troy. I'll drop you the link.
And Jesse Lee, please tell our fans who's number 1 in the league with your people.
In my work league,
Who was it?
definitely Heather's in first.
Who's number one?
You are first place.
Oh, out of 12 people. Thank you
Yep,
very much.
getting lucky, but
Thank you. I'm not getting lucky. Chose correctly.
yeah, I helped you choose.
No, you did it. Be
Mm-hmm.
evasive. Beg to
Who was
differ.
who was on the injury report tonight for tonight's game?
I have no idea because I wasn't interested in it.
Kelsey.
It's Chiefs
Kelsey
and
was.
Broncos. And
Did you check your team right now?
Kelsey's questionable every single week.
No, I know, but he was really questionable this week. So,
Well, too late now.
I guess Lindsay wants to be on the show.
Lindsay could be on the show. Who are you going to talk about?
What do you want to talk about? We just played the Bucks. We should have had you on that week.
Yeah. Yanks aren't in. They out.
Yeah. Well, actually, the week that you wanted to be on, Lindsay, we had Derek Jeter on. So sorry, I gotta have him on for you.
Did you see that thing where they were sitting at the table? I think it was yesterday,
Yeah.
where Derek Jeter was so mad because everyone keeps telling them how awful the Yanks are.
Yep. She's chopped liver.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I agree, Troya. If she wins, I'll never hear the end of it. So I'm coming hard. I just picked up a surprise pickup.
Who'd you pick up?
I'm trying to trade some people. I can't tell you because you're ahead of me in the waiver order.
Do you know that Amir Zadeh came to me today because I think it's actually Troya and someone trying to make a trade or someone in that fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Do you see this? I don't approve of it." I said, "Then don't hit not approve."
Yep.
He was freaking out. Yeah, I'm number one. Not in the one with Pedro, but I am number one in the one with Jesse's work people.
Got some comments coming in. Kelsey's playing, tape ankles. Yep.
Kelsey hasn't done anything for me for this fantasy, though. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was going to be a lot better.
Yeah, he's the best. A tight end in fantasy football never scores as many points as he does. Mark Andrews is like second best, but
he hasn't been scoring me much, though, Jess.
Well,
have you looked at my numbers?
You will. Are you in first place?
I am in first place,
okay,
but not because of him.
Stop complaining.
Shut your mouth. No, what he says is, all right now, Lens. That's it.
Yep.
Kelsey says, all right now.
Yep.
So,
yeah, I actually I am hoarding.
Yeah, he's so mad at you. He was complaining about that today. He said, "Why does Jesse have so many quarterbacks on the bench? It's not fair." He was looking for a quarterback.
I just picked up Stafford too. He was nobody. I guess someone released him, and then I picked him up. So, the first couple weeks sucked because
Jesse's really upset, folks, because he's in 3 fantasies and he is not doing good in not 1, not 2, or 3. So
we're living in a fantasy with Mariah Carey.
Yeah. So you're a little bit upset. You're trying to make moves.
I'm trying to make moves. I'm trying to make moves. So, if anybody's in the market for a quarterback, just shoot me a message.
Yeah, because that guy over there is looking.
No, Justin Fields was playing like crap the first couple weeks. Remember how? That was.
Oh yeah, that was so bad. And then didn't you have the 1 week 2 people were out on your fantasy too?
Yeah, and then Jones is out now. He's been out. He's been sucking. The only reason I won last week is because I had Jamar Chase. He scored 52 points. So the boys are definitely buzzing. Yep.
Yes. So
she thinks Derek Jeter's cute. So.
Oh, Derek Jeter. He's not cute anymore, Lens. He doesn't look good at all.
I am not a sore loser.
I'm
strategically playing. I'm letting her, get
Let me ask you a question. How did you feel when you saw this one?
What?
On number 1 list.
Well, you played Chuck this week. Chuck's good. So we'll see.
No. Don't make up excuses. Just say, how'd you feel when you saw the wifey at the top?
It was a little shocking.
Oh, okay.
Well, you went with my pick. I told you to take.
No, Jess,
I
I did
told you to
not.
take Allen first or
No,
higher.
I picked my people.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's still a lot of games to be played, so
Yeah, I
don't
know. I'm
don't be
just
talking
saying.
crap.
This week I'm very excited because I'm number one this week. Okay.
Don't be talking crap.
Unlike Troya's friend on that league, that Conrad guy, who's
Oh,
been number one the whole time.
I just played him.
Yeah.
I got whooped
Yeah.
because a couple of my players got zeros. And then freaking Mac Jones, I could kill Mac Jones. Not technically, but he got me negative 1.6 points the one
The
week. I'm like,
interceptions, man,
you
they
kidding me?
get you. They get you good.
She said, "Oh, Taylor Swift boyfriend, Kelsey."
Oh yeah. All right now. That's what he says. All right now. Just think of that lens. That's
Just
your
think,
boyfriend.
just think about that with his mustache.
I think about that. Like, what does he say to Taylor? All right now. And Taylor's like singing her a little.
Just
Just
saying, "Cruel summer." Just thinking
I'm
it's cruel
dead.
summer.
So,
All right, 8:07 start time of the game.
what did you say?
It's 8:07. All right, now sign me up. Lindsay's gonna play fantasy next year.
What? She will win it.
Yeah, she's gonna. Yeah, she'll be text. She'll
She'll
be
get.
texting.
She'll have Jimmy G as her quarterback. Which I
Yeah,
wonder at Lens. Do you know who Jimmy G is? Because I think that you would like him too.
let me see.
Pull up Jimmy G and show her what he looks like. Right up her alley. She would have him as her quarterback for sure.
Hold on. Here's Jimmy G.
Yep.
What do you think, Linz?
That is right up her alley.
There's Jimmy G.
Jimmy G. That's the one. Yep. See? Told you. I already knew.
Well, a lot of people like Gabe Kapler in baseball, right?
Bubba, stop. Sit down. Sit down.
A lot of people like the way this guy looked.
They
He
do?
used to play.
I never heard anyone talk about him.
Yeah, he's ripped too. He's a stud. He looks better with the hat on, but
Yeah. That'd be Lindsay's boyfriend too. For sure.
Yep. So there you go, ladies of the show. You definitely
got some Millie, Marion, and Leonette if you're watching too.
Yep.
There you go, sweeties.
people to follow.
You got a little honey there.
Yep.
Sugar, spicy.
There you go.
So I'm excited about the game. Anything else that you think that
We got obviously Eagles have Jets, Dolphins.
Yeah, probably. Bubba likes to drive me crazy 24/7.
Yep. Bubba does like Jimmy G. Yep.
That's it, right?
I heard some talk of Bill Belichick's on the chopping block in New England today. So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
All right. Yes. So I think that wraps it up. Thanks for watching. If you guys want any shirts, please reach out. We can
get some merch. We're gonna have more merch than that, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some sweaters and stuff. But definitely check it out. I'll drop the link in the description if anybody's interested, and we'll go from there. Appreciate all the support.
Yes, thank you everyone for watching us, and we've been really busy. We haven't been on a very long time, but we will definitely get back to the weekly podcasts. Like I said, we're gonna recap the Jets. Are you definitely gonna get Cody on?
Yeah, we'll get Cody on. We'll get some other people on.
Then we'll have you Crazy Pedro Troya with your Miami Dolphins. You can come on live.
Yeah, I saw that stat today too. He hasn't won really since Brady left, so we'll see what happens. And Edelman even commented on it, so definitely.
All right, so we got to get to go and watching
All
these
right.
Phillies.
Thank you for everybody came on and left a comment and had a discussion with us. We appreciate the love and support. We will be on next week. We will have a guest on next week, and we'll have a guest on the following week as well. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Go Phils.
Go Birds.